Hello everybody. Today I'm going to show you how I turned some scrap fabric into a tote for my dad for Father's Day. That's today on Refashioning with Rachel. So with some scrap canvas fabric that I had lying around, I first measured out two squares that were 16 inches by 16 inches. And then I cut out two squares from the bottom two corners that were 1 inch by 1 inch. And then I gave these pieces a much needed ironing. And using one of those pieces as a template, I cut out two more pieces out of the lining fabric. I printed out just a simple graphic, and to transfer it onto the fabric, first I found the center of both the fabric and the graphic. And on the back of the piece of paper with the graphic, I just scribbled all over with some chalk. I'm using Taylor's chalk here, but you could just use any kind of chalk. And then I pinned it in place onto the fabric, and using a ballpoint pen and pressing rather firmly, I traced all around the graphic, and it leaves the impression on the fabric. Then using some embroidery floss and a very basic embroidery stitch, I stitched all around the outline of the letters. This did take quite a bit of time, but it's very relaxing, and the nice thing about sewing anything by hand is it's very portable. So I was able to take it with me to a cafe and work on it in a lovely afternoon. And after all the letters were stitched, this is what it looked like. For the straps, I cut out two strips of fabric that were 4 inches by 24 inches. I ended up with enough fabric to make an outside pocket. So I cut out a square that was 11 inches by 11 inches. I folded up and ironed 1/2 inch around every edge of the pocket piece. And then for each of the strap pieces, I folded them in half. I folded the top and the bottom edges to meet in the center. And then I folded the whole thing in half again. For each of the straps, I sewed very close to the edge on both sides. And I stitched down the top edge of the pocket piece. I pinned and sewed the pocket piece to the tote panel. And then I pinned and sewed the straps to each of the outer tote pieces. Then with right sides facing, I pinned the two outer tote pieces together. And I sewed all along the sides and the bottom of these two pieces. I did the same thing with the two lining pieces, but I left a gap on the bottom big enough for me to put my hand through. And I stitched all the way up into the corner, and then I lifted the needle and stitched all along the other side, making sure to leave those little corners unstitched. Then I opened up the corner and flattened everything out. And using a 1/2 inch seam allowance, I sewed that corner down. I did that on both sides of the lining. This gives the tote a little bit more structure. I did the same thing with the outer pieces of the tote. And the same thing with the corners of the tote. With right sides facing each other, I put the lining inside the tote, and I lined up the side seams, and I pinned everything in place. And then I sewed all around the top of the bag. Then, reaching through the hole that I left in the lining, I turned everything right side out. And I stitched closed the hole that I left in the lining. Then I stuffed the lining back inside the bag, pushed out all the corners, and did a final top stitch around the top of the bag to keep everything in place. And after that, the tote was finished. The measurements of this tote make it perfect for holding up to 10 records. And the little pocket in the back is perfect for singles. Thank you so much for watching this tutorial. I really hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe if you did, and have a beautiful day.